So it is mid-January outside. It is freezing. We had a reader ask us whether or not it was okay to save on electric or gas bills by trying to heat their home with their oven. So I'm here to tell you, don't do it. Bad idea. Very dangerous. Stay tuned and I will give you some ways that you can keep your bills down a little bit and still keep warm in the winter. Hi, it's Robin from SeniorSafetyAdvice.com, and like I said, we had a reader who wanted to know, can they use their oven to heat their home? I mean, at first glance, you could see where they would think that when you are done baking and you open the door, it's nice and warm. The thing about that is if you have a gas oven, you are also subjecting yourself to carbon monoxide, which means you could get carbon monoxide poisoning. That is an odorless gas. People often can die from it and they don't even realize that it is affecting them. It's the same thing when you are using a gas stove and sometimes that knob is left on just a little bit and the gas seeps into the home. Not only are you having carbon monoxide issues, but you could also have a fire danger, especially if you're trying to heat your home with an oven and it's hot. You can melt your knobs, you can melt anything that's left on the counter nearby, near the oven, like oven mitts, or if you pile bills in the corner of the counter, that kind of a thing up next to the oven. So don't do it. Ways that you can help to keep your heating bills down in the winter are things like making sure that your south-facing windows, the blinds and the drapes, are open during the day so that the sunshine can come in and help to heat the room. For the same reason, you want to make sure that you keep the north-facing blinds and drapes closed, because that's away from the sun, and also storms and winds, a lot of times they come from the north. It is a known fact that the southern exposure is a little bit warmer, so that would be what you would want to make sure the sun is coming through. The other thing is if possible, and you are able to close yourself off into one room, some of the older houses are more boxed up and you can close a door and just stay in that one particular room and only heat that and leave the other ones minimally heated. Also, dressing in layers like I'm doing. The more layers, the better. Each layer creates a little bit of an air layer in between, which helps to keep your body warm. Also, wrapping yourself in blankets, doing things like rolling up towels and putting them along the base of a door that's an exterior door to help keep drafts down is a good idea. Something also, if you can get weather stripping, you can put them in between the windows where the panes go up and down, and that will help to eliminate drafts. I've even gone so far as to go to Home Depot, and they have little foam squares that are cutouts for your light switches. You'd be surprised how much draft there is around an electrical socket and a light switch. And all you do is take those off, the plate off, put the little barrier behind it, screw the plate back on. It's very simple. Another way to help keep one room warm, or to keep yourself a little bit warm, even if you're not in just a room that you can close off, is to use a space heater. If you use the space heater, though, it shouldn't be one of those old ones like my dad had that was as old as I was. You want to have one of the newer ones that have a no tip feature to it. So if the device gets tipped over, you knock into it and it falls, or your pet knocks into it, it's got a shut off switch on it so that it's not going to keep running and maybe set the carpet on fire. Also, speaking of pets, you want to make sure that the space heater is cool to the touch on the outside so that pets, yourself, grandkids, nobody's going to burn themselves by touching the outside of it. If you do use a space heater, make sure that it is vented to the outside if it's a gas one. I know my husband has one that he shouldn't be using, but he uses it in the garage when he's doing things in the winter. And it actually is a propane space heater, so he needs to have the garage door partly open just so that there's ventilation and air circulating through. So be aware of that. And also with a space heater, you want to make sure, just like with the oven, that you don't have anything within about 3 feet of the space heater that could be flammable. So in other words, you don't want to stick it, like your feet are cold and you put it right on the floor next to the couch by your feet and there's newspapers there that could catch on fire. Also, try not to go to sleep with the space heater on. For that reason, you don't want to fall asleep and then maybe something does catch on fire and you're unaware of that. So those are my heating tips. I hope you can stay warm this winter. Don't use your oven. And if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. We put out a video every Friday with tips and tricks to help you age in place safely. So thanks for watching seniorsafetyadvice.com. Take care. See you in the next video. Bye.